Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense in a split backfield now. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game. Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Stone. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. The back's got it. As the first down is still going. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Red Raiders will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Direct snap to the back. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Offense operating from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head and affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the play.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Dropping back, it's Jackson. On the move now. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a conversion here by this offense. You know, the ball is thrown short of the first down marker. Shows you the trust this quarterback has in this receiver. Makes the catch, and then a great effort there to pick up the yards after the catch for the first down.
A handoff from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Delayed handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to...
Touchdown, Orange! They couldn't stop him there. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Direct snap. Here he goes. Past the 50. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That has been in large part to the Lions on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Here we go.
Takes the toss and heads left. Breaks an open space. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the Red Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Oh, the pass is picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Across the 40. Out past the 30. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Trots back out onto the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. He'll throw it off the one-pass option. They stop it with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it second and medium. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. He's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Caught! He's wide open, look out! They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A quick throw out left, complete. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He finds some space. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down, looking to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense putting together a solid drive. First down at the 46. Looking to throw it on first down. He dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's looking deep again. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Back to throw. It's Jackson. Running back grabs it on the screen. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10.
Well, once in a while, as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. That's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Jackson. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Looking to throw here. It's a dart right down the middle. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the 1st down and much, much more.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Toss play to the outside. Breaks into the clear. He's swarmed by the defense. And the Red Raiders will crank up the tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On the toss play, runner moving left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. The quarterback just sneaks it. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here's a regular season game, Kurt, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason. Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Only a short game in that run. Defense able to pin him in.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Scanning the field. It's Jackson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
Chris, this is situational football, and this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Orange.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter.
Syracuse, 24, Texas Tech, 14.
kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth.
That makes the score Syracuse 31, Texas Tech 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. In Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And it's caught. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
All it took was one explosive play to move the ball across midfield. First down to the 48. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Fourth down completion to the running back. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Leaning on the run game here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a late deep throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Fires it on the move. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Orange. They are pouring it on now.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep for late game heroics. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. And the running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.